What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony A.J. Joshua. Get this. Anthony Joshua said, I said 3 fights this year, which I did. Next year, I might go for 4. Wow. AJ said, I'm a fighter by nature. I look at myself and all I see is a fighter. It's just what I do, whether I'm in camp or not. I'm always on the go. And he said, for me personally, inactivity is the greatest defeat. So I made sure I'm staying active. I'm staying ambitious. The good thing about it is that it shows that you don't really need long training camps as long as you're staying active. So next year I would actually get more busy. I tend to have this mindset where I go 3 months in camp, and I think they're so important to get ready for fights. This came really quick, and 3 fights this year, so I'm ticking that box off. Next year, I might go for 4. Those are the words of Anthony Joshua, and let me counterpunch. The more Anthony Joshua fights, the better. I think the better he gets, the more knockouts he gets. I think, once you start getting wins, you got 3 wins in a row from the 2 that you had back-to-back, pretty soon you're going to look at 2022 as something actually in the past instead of something just in the back of your mind. You know what I'm saying? So in 2024, if you can get 4 more wins back to back, that means you've got 7 straight wins. When a streak like that, when you get on a streak, mentally everything clicks, everything goes better because it becomes a force. It becomes a level of appreciation mentally that you start to understand and start to love and admire. Okay. So when you look at oneself and you think, man, I've beat 7 people, especially these 7 people are up to par, people are going to look at you as, the next coming. They're going to look at you as, man, we got the old AJ back. They're already saying this shit. And all I was saying is, well, everybody's talking about AJ, but you fail to realize that the guy, like people say, the Southpaws. He has a problem with Southpaws. Bro, he had a problem with one Southpaw. And that is one person that is still undefeated to this day, that is fighting for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world against a guy that is also undefeated. Okay, so it ain't some low blow Andy Ruiz type motherfucker that ain't fought in 2 years, that got a free or an easy way or a lucky shot, or, you know what I'm saying? It ain't that way. It's not that type of fighter. He lost to the top pound-for-pound fighter, okay? Alexander Usyk is no slouch. The golden Olympian from the Ukraine that made Vladimir Klitschko kick him out of his media workout because he was schooling him and clowning him. That guy that whooped up on Joe Joyce before Joe Joyce took a professional loss in the WSB. That guy? Come on, man. Listen. Wilder had one problem with one southpaw that gives everybody else problems. That's beaten every single other person in his professional career. So people saying, oh man, he fell off. Now, the thing that I didn't like was how he did have a meltdown after the fight on how he took the loss. Okay, I gave him stick about that. Obviously, naturally. But other than that, people saying, oh man, he's not the same type of fighter. Well, he's fighting every different type of style of fighter besides our comparison to these other motherfuckers that can't seem to do that. And recently we seen them take on another style and they come up short. I don't have to say any names. You know what I mean? I could probably say the same about Tyson Fury when Alexander Usyk waxes that ass, and then how you're going to look at Anthony Joshua. He ain't going to be alone no more, is he? You better ask Daniel Dubois. Okay? So with Anthony Joshua, doing what he's done or doing what he attempted to do, he shouldn't get shitted on for fighting the best fighters. Especially for the people. I don't care if you're trying to get the best fights. The reality of it is you haven't got the best fights to be in the ring with the best type of fighters, to be ridiculing somebody that at least tried to fight the best fighters and came up short. Okay? So yes, AJ needs to fight more. And I think as long as he feels that it's better to have shorter training camps but staying active, I think he'll do better anyway. Because I think it's all about how you feel. I think it's all about how comfortable you are mentally with certain fights and fighting certain opponents. Okay? So your comfortability is very important whenever you're in charge of your career. But yeah, to see him fight 4 times next year, that would be an absolute blessing. It would be great for boxing. Most importantly, it'd be great for heavyweight boxing because it gives 4 other motherfuckers the opportunity to be millionaires. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Anthony Joshua stating that he may fight 4 times next year to break his record this year of fighting 3 times back-to-back, which Joseph Parker actually fought 4 times and broke his record. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!